Burns, you're up. Thank you very much. My name's Tim Burns, and give you a little bit of background on me. I grew up in Johnstown. Lived in a half a double house. Graduated from Johnstown High School in 1986. Went to college here at IUP. Proud graduate, IUP in 1990. Thank you. I now live in Washington County, so I've lived in 3 different areas of the district. In '92, I started a software company to provide software and services to the pharmacy industry, everything from a small mom-and-pop pharmacy up to eventually large chains. I wish I could say that it was an instant success, but it wasn't. I made a lot of mistakes. I was about 22 years old, but eventually started to get things right. And make a long story short, after 11 years, we had over 400 employees in offices all over the country. I sold that company a few years ago, and since that time, I've spent a significant amount of time on nonprofit and volunteer work. I was, the Johnstown's had floods in 1977. That I was there during the Johnstown flood when we had floods around the Pittsburgh suburbs. I was part of the flood relief effort there for about 4 months. As part of Hurricane Katrina's relief effort. I currently do a good bit of work with special needs kids. I also sit on the board of a national nonprofit dedicated to helping kids with a rare neurological condition. But you'll notice that you don't hear politics in my background. I've never been in politics before. I've never really had a desire to be in politics before. I tell you, the only reason I got into this is because I've got 2 kids. They're 12 and 14 years old. And when I look at my kids, I see that this country is in a fight for its very life right now. And I literally, I wouldn't be able to look my kids in the eye if I let them grow up and just told them I saw these problems, I didn't do anything about it. I think that I have a responsibility. In fact, I think we all have a responsibility to do whatever we can to help save this country. And for me, I don't think I can get elected president this year, but I do think I've got a great chance at getting elected to Congress. So for me, whatever I can is running for Congress. And that's why I got into this race. And I started, before I got into running in this race, the first thing I did was said I need to get involved somehow. And these tea parties seemed to be a good idea. And I organized the first tea party that was held in Washington County. I spoke, thank you. I spoke at that tea party and got a great response, and spoke at the one in Johnstown, and said that I was considering running for Congress, and decided to throw my hat in the ring. So that's how I got into this. Now let's talk for a minute about this special election. Special election is May 18th. Okay? This is a national race. This race will literally be watched by the entire country, and all eyes will be on Western Pennsylvania to see what happens in this race in order to determine who goes into the fall elections with momentum. The tax and spend, big government, government taking over your healthcare liberals, or good, constitutional, common sense conservatives. This is a huge race, and I can assure you that the intention, all of the attention will be on the race on May 18th. It will not be on the intent, we will not have the same attention because that's the only race going on in the country, May 18th, the same attention that we'll have in November. So it's critical. So look, we're all on the same team here. No matter who you choose to support in the primary, it's critical that we support the conservative on May 18th. Which, you made a great point. The question I have right now is, where is Mark Kritz? Where is he on health care? I've put out 3 press releases now calling on Mark Kritz to simply tell us where he stands on health care. I have no idea, and he refuses to tell any of us. We have to assume that he supports it because he's too afraid to come out and say it. But if he can't come out and speak to his constituents about what he wants or where he stands on this very, very important issue, I think we should think seriously before we consider voting him in for Congress. Finally, this weekend, as you know, there very well could be a vote on health care. And we keep being told that it's getting closer and closer and closer to passage. And it looks like it's bad news. Okay, but let me remind everybody, if Nancy Pelosi had the votes at any point in time since when they first introduced the bill months ago, then it would be passed today. Why is it not passed today? Why wasn't it passed before Christmas like they wanted it? Because all of you have been working hard, have been putting the pressure on these representatives, have been emailing, have been calling, have been protesting, and have been going to Washington. Do not give up now, please. And with that being said, we are holding a Kill the Bill, not Bill Russell, Kill the Bill rally tomorrow in Johnstown at Central Park at 11 o'clock. It would be great to see everybody there. Thank you.